Good morning, everyone. So, in the previous class, we discussed about ammeters and voltmeters, and we have discussed about different types of ammeters and voltmeters as well. So, in this class, we are going to discuss about ohm meters and multimeters. So, here, ohm meter. So, the first topic of our discussion is nothing but ohm meter. So, ohm meter is nothing but it is an instrument which is used to measure the unknown resistance value. So, the instrument which is used to measure the values of resistance between any two points in an electric circuit is called ohm meter. So here we are going to measure any unknown resistance value. So with the help of ohm meter. So here based on where the unknown resistor is going to means whose resistance should be found is connected. So we have two types of ohm meters. So if we connect the unknown resistor, okay, whose resistance is not known, in series with the PMMC galvanometer, so then it is nothing but series ohm meter. So if it is connected in parallel with the PMMC galvanometer, so it is known as a shunt type ohm meter. So now first of all, let us discuss what is a series ohm meter. So if you look at this circuit diagram, so this is a series type ohm meter. So if you look at it, so this is PMMC galvanometer, and then we have one R2 resistance in series with the PMMC galvanometer, and then we have two terminals A and B. So between these two terminals we have an resistance which is nothing but Rx. So this Rx, so if you look at the other two resistors R2 and R1, okay, so these have some fixed resistance values. But here Rx, which is connected between the two terminals A and B, is unknown. That means we don't know what is the resistance value of this Rx. So we need to find it out by using series ohm meter. So how would we do that? Let us discuss how we can find out what is the unknown resistance value of Rx. So if the resistance value is unknown and has to be measured by placing it in series with the ohm meter, so then the ohm meter is called as series ohm meter. So here in the sense the unknown resistance, okay, the unknown resistor should be placed in series with the PMMC galvanometer. So we have to ohm meter, if it is series, we have to think about the position of PMMC galvanometer. So if the unknown resistance is in series with the PMMC galvanometer, it is the series type ohm meter. So the other components are used to adjust the deflection present in the PMMC galvanometer. So in order to find out the unknown resistance value Rx. So before finding out the unknown resistance value, so it is necessary to calibrate the ohm meter. So calibration is nothing but the marking of different values. Okay, so it is the scale which it represents. So what are different possible values of resistance? So that can be measured with the help of our ohm meter. So here this marking of different values of resistances starting from the 0 to ending with infinity from left to right is nothing but calibration. So in order to calibrate the series type ohm meter, so first of all, two things we have to do. First and foremost is we have to mark the readings starting from 0 and ending with infinity. So first of all, we have to mark the 0 reading on the scale, and then next we have to mark the infinity reading on the scale, and the different markings are done with the help of known resistances or standard resistances which we have in availability. So first of all, the procedure which we need to follow to mark 0 reading on the scale is, first of all, the terminals A and B will be short circuit with each other. So there should not be any resistance connected between A and B terminals. So if you look at the diagram here, so here these A and B terminals are there. So in series with the PMMC galvanometer. So these should be shorted. That means there should not be anything, any resistor, any component connected here. So there should be only normal wire. So these two terminals should be short circuited. So now, since these two terminals are short circuited, So the resistance value Rx is 0 ohms. Now we need to vary the value of resistor R2. So in such a way that the entire meter current flows through the resistor R1. So now if you look at the diagram, so here we have one variable resistor which is placed in parallel with the PMMC galvanometer. So this R2 resistor help us required value, okay, so which is needed in the PMMC galvanometer. So R2 is adjusted such that to indicate the correct value of PMMC galvanometer, so that total current will be flown, so will be traveled through the resistor R1. The meter scale, the PMMC galvanometer shows the full scale deflection current. Since so R2 is adjusted such that all the current flows through the resistor R1. Since R2 is not drawing any current and A and B terminals are short circuited, so the only path available for the current to flow through is nothing but through. So that current is nothing but full scale deflection current, which is the maximum current flowing in the circuit. After marking the zero reading, so which is nothing but Rx, unknown resistance value is 0. So it is necessary to mark the infinite, okay, so infinity reading on the scale. Now the procedure required to calibrate or to mark infinity reading on the ohm meter. So now we need to open circuit A and B terminals, okay. So in the previous, to mark zero reading, we have short circuited A and B terminals. Okay, that is why since there is a closed path available for the current to flow through, current was indicated by the PMMC galvanometer. But here, to mark the infinity reading, we are going to open the terminal C and B. So since when there is open circuit, so there is no chance of flowing of the current electric charge in the circuit. So hence now Rx is infinity because of the opening of A and B terminals, unknown resistance value. So since when there is open circuit in the electric circuit, okay, there is open connection present in the electric circuit, current flows through the resistor R1. So in this case, the meter shows null deflection current. That means current flowing through the circuit is 0. So with the help of these two readings, 0 and infinity, so starting resistances values can be determined. Similarly, in order to mark the intermediate readings like 10 ohms, 100 ohms, 1000 ohms, use of known and standard resistances values. So here intermediate markings are done by connecting different values of known values of unknown resistance to the terminals. That means, so we are going to connect 10 ohm or 100 ohms or 1 kilo ohm resistances which we know between the terminals A and B, and we just we just observe the reading present in the PMMC galvanometer. So based on that, so we are going to decide the intermediate rankings on the calibration scale of series ohm meter. So once the calibration is done, so we can easily use the ohm meter by connecting different unknown resistances values. Okay, so by the user and whose values should be determined. So by connecting the different resistors across the terminals here. Calibration is most important thing in order to find out the unknown resistance in any type of ohm meter. So next coming to the shunt type. Okay, before discussing about the shunt type ohm meter, so let us see what is the advantage and drawback of series type ohm meter. So the major advantage of series type ohm meter is nothing but its design is so simple. So and it is very popular. So it is used everywhere. So series ohm meter is able to find out the values of very high and large resistances. That is the advantage of series ohm meter. Coming to the drawbacks. So the decrease in voltage of the internal battery with time and age. So what does it mean? So whenever we are using the ohm meter for continuously for several years, so the internal battery of the ohm meter, okay, so which is able to show us the exact value of unknown resistance. So we'll get its ability will get decreased. So it happens with all electronic equipments as the time is passed by. So it is going to give us the wrong notations. So that is the drawback of series ohm meter. So next let us discuss what is shunt type ohm meter. So in shunt type ohm meter, so the unknown resistance whose value to be found is connected in parallel with the PMMC galvanometer. So if you observe here a circuit diagram, so here we have a battery E. So this is what we have talked about. So with the age, okay, with the time passing by, so its internal circuit battery may get uh, may get weak. So it will give us the wrong values of unknown resistance values. So it consists of a battery and one adjustable resistance value R1, and it has a switch. Whenever switch is closed only, it is able to perform the. And similarly, here if you see the position of PMMC galvanometer here with respect to A and B terminals where unknown resistance is going to be connected. So PMMC galvanometer is in parallel with the A and B terminals. So RX is in parallel with the PMMC galvanometer. So the position of PMMC galvanometer, so whether it is in series with the unknown resistor or in parallel with the unknown resistor, decides the different types of ohm meters. So if the resistor's value is unknown and to be measured by placing it in parallel with the ohm meter, so then that ohm meter is called shunt type ohm meter. So this is the circuit diagram. Now coming to the operation, same, the calibration is done for indicating different values. So first 0 is going to be marked and then infinity value is going to be marked. And by placing different known values and comparing the uh, beta deflection value, so we are going to determine different unknown resistances by using shunt type ohm meter. The recalibration, to start with the 0 marking on the scale, so the terminals A and B will be short circuited with each other. So that is true in case of series type also. So for 0, A and B terminals should be short circuited. So now the resistance Rx value is literally 0 ohms. Now the entire current, since Rx is 0 and it is in parallel with the galvanometer, the entire current I flows through the terminals of A and B only. In this case, no current flows through PMMC galvanometer. Okay, so here there is no chance of current division happens. That means none of the current flows through the PMMC galvanometer, but it flows only to the terminals A and B since the end terminals are short circuited. So in such case, the meter shows null deflection. Okay, so just it is just to the opposite of series type. So in series type, when terminals are short circuited, maximum current flows through the meter is in series with unknown resistor. But here in shunt type, so when A and B terminals are short circuited since PMMC galvanometer is in parallel with this, so none of the current is flown through the PMMC galvanometer. So then the reading is 0. And coming to the marking of infinity on the scale. So similarly, we need to open the terminals A and B. So Rx will be infinity. Okay. So since what A and B terminals are open. So no current flows through the A and B terminals since it offers infinity resistance. Now the entire current, which is the closed path available for the rest of the circuit, when these two terminals, if you look at it, are open. So since through open circuit, none of the current flows. So the rest of the circuit contains what? Battery, switch, R1 resistance, and PMMC galvanometer. When a switch is closed, it will give us the closed path. So through the closed path only the current is able to flow. So that is why maximum goes through the PMMC galvanometer, and the meter indicates the value of full deflection current. Okay. The readings of on infinity are marked. And similarly, by connecting different known values of resistance and finding the meter current value, so the remaining markings are done. And after that, once the calibration is done, so we can go to finding unknown resistance values. So next coming to the multimeter. So multimeter, so the name itself suggests that multi-purpose. Okay. So multimeter is nothing but it is an instrument which is used to measure different types of quantities. So it is able to perform, it is able to measure DC, AC voltages as well as DC and AC currents several ranges. So the meter which give us values of all the electronic quantities. Okay, so current, voltage and resistances. So it is multimeter. So it is also known as electronic multimeter or voltage or meter. And here how we are going to do, how we are going to use it as voltmeter. So in this session we are going to discuss how the multimeter is used as DC voltmeter, AC voltmeter, DC meter, AC ammeter, and similarly as ohmmeter. So this is a part of a circuit. So here is a part of a circuit from multimeter, so which can be used as DC voltmeter. So if you look at the circuit diagram properly, so we have PMMC galvanometer, and in series with the PMMC galvanometer we have many resistances. Okay, so in DC voltmeter what is the design? So whenever one simple multiplier resistance is connected in series with the PMMC galvanometer, it works like a DC voltmeter. So if you look at this, it just looks like multi-range ohmmeter. Sorry, multi-range DC voltmeter. Okay, so here we have connected many resistances. Okay, so together in series with the PMMC galvanometer. So by adding each resistance, so we are going to get, we are going to increase the range of voltage which we can measure with the help of this DC voltmeter. So which is a part of multimeter. So here, if we simply connect one resistor R5, we are able to measure the voltage up to the range of 2.5 volt. Whenever it is, whenever another resistance R4 is added in series with this resistance, the range can be increased to 10 volt. Similarly, if we add another resistance, total equivalent resistance is going to be increased. So the range of voltage which we can measure also is going to be increased. So likewise, 50 volts, 250 volts, 1000 volts, etc. Is possible. So in order to connect uh, different range of voltages which we need from the DC voltmeter. So one switch is being arranged. So based on the switch, we are going to include number of resistances we want in the circuit, which finally determines the amount of voltage that can be measured with the help of DC voltmeter. So next coming to the part of a multimeter circuit which is used to measure the current present in the circuit is nothing but the DC ammeter. So this is the part of a multimeter circuit. So which is used for DC current measurement. So in DC ammeter, what is the design? Simply we have to place one shunt resistor, that means in parallel with the PMMC galvanometer. Okay. So similarly, these resistors all R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, all these are in parallel with the PMMC galvanometer, and it will give us multiple currents present in the circuit. And here this R1 is connected in series with the PMMC galvanometer to protect the PMMC galvanometer. So while a maximum current is flowing through the circuit. So this R1 is this R1 prevents when there is no resistance in parallel with the PMMC galvanometer. So to avoid the electrical damage of a galvanometer, so R1 is used. And similarly, range switch is used similar to the previous types of switches. Make before break, okay, types of range switches are used. So by connecting the switch to multiple resistors, so we are able to find out different DC currents like 50 milliamperes, 250, 500, 1000, etc. Simply, in order to increase the range, we need to add one more resistor in parallel with the PMMC galvanometer. And then coming to the AC voltage measurement. So what is the simple circuit of AC voltmeter? It consists of PMMC galvanometer in series with the extra resistor. Okay, and then the extra components needed are nothing but rectifiers. Okay, so in order to convert AC voltage into DC voltage. So this is the circuit where we have used full wave rectifier since we have used two diodes. So PMMC galvanometer, so in series with the full wave rectifier along with the several series resistors connected in the circuit. Simply, first of all, the conversion from alternating current to direct current is done with the help of full wave rectifier. So and then its average DC component is measured, and by adding different values of resistances in circuit like R5, R4, R3, R2, R1 and so on. The different range of AC voltages can be found. Into the ohm meter. So it is a part of circuit. So where we are able to measure the unknown resistance values using multimeter. So here it looks like shunt type ohm meter design. Okay. So because we have placed different resistors in parallel with the PMMC galvanometer, and similarly the terminals. Okay. So between whose terminals we are going to connect unknown resistor is in parallel with the PMMC galvanometer. So that is why the design is like this. So here we have multiple resistances available R1, R2, R3 and R4 we are going to connect any unknown resistor between these two terminals. Okay, so zero adjust control is used to adjust the current which is deflected. You see galvanometer. So it is helpful to correct reading of current. So by adjusting the other resistances while unknown resistance is being connected in the circuit. Multimeter is helpful in determining AC DC voltages and AC DC currents as well as unknown resistance values. If you have any queries regarding these lectures, so you can comment me in the comment section. And if you like uh, my lecture, so you please subscribe and follow our YouTube channel DBS Talks.